The royal family of Kuwait is famous for their lavish spending and extravagant lifestyle. They have the resources to enjoy the most extravagant of indulgences thanks to their $400 billion net worth. The Kuwaiti royal family spares no cost when it comes to living the good life, from luxurious residences to extravagant parties. Kuwait is a country in Western Asia that is at the northernmost point of Eastern Arabia. It shares borders with Iraq and Saudi Arabia. Kuwait was once a sheikhdom ruled by local sheikhs, but in 1899 it was made with a British protectorate. During the British protectorate, the sheikhs maintained their authority. When Kuwait gained their independence in 1961, Sheikh Abdullah Al-Salim Al-Sabah, the 11th ruler of Kuwait, was appointed as the country's first emir. The House of Al-Sabah is home to Kuwaiti kings. A family council, which is presided over by notable family members, chooses the emir of Kuwait. The family council also proposes candidates for the position of Crown Prince of Kuwait, who must be a senior member of the House of Al-Sabah. The Kuwaiti parliament must give its approval to both the emir and the crown prince. Kuwait's crown prince, Misha al-Ahmad al-Jabbar al-Sabah, was born there in 1940. He is the son of Maryam Marit al-Huwaila and Ahmad al-Jabbar al-Sabah, the 10th ruler of Kuwait from 1944 to 1950. Mishal's father had 10 wives and 24 children. Also, Mishal has 2 complete sisters. Okay guys, sit tight as we take a peek into the luxurious lifestyle of the Kuwait royal family. So how do they spend their enormous $400 billion fortune? One member of the Kuwaiti royal family, though, was a fan of high-speed powerboats, the kind that cost well over $10,000. It can cost millions to maintain teams who race these vehicles. He entered a race in the United Arab Emirates, which is reportedly a fierce race with intense speeds and fierce competition because these things are so competitive. How do I know it's so intense? Because he lost his life in the process. It appears that a strong wave knocked his boat over, which capsized, killing him. You'll notice that they constructed a home to be closer to the water and enjoy it. However, perhaps they ought to avoid it. This isn't the last violent altercation they have on the water. You'll learn that Kuwait's royal family is much wealthier than you might have imagined, with a combined net worth of $400 billion, the majority of which comes from the country's oil reserves. They naturally have their own eccentric home, which is far sillier than the kinds of homes that just about anyone else would purchase. But once you visit this house, you'll realize that it looks like a palace. This seaside palace is the ideal blend of East and West. Its magnificent design, extravagant furnishings, and color schemes are typical of traditional Eastern design. However, it has a contemporary futuristic feel that is common in mansions in the West, especially in states like California. It drew special influence from luxurious homes in Palm Beach, as well as historical palaces. Though we don't have exact figures on how much this family spent buying or decorating the home, I'd estimate that a few $100 million would be a pretty good guess. However, the home was created especially for this family, who reportedly waited decades for the ideal location. Once the plans had been created, they did not change a single aspect of their ideal home until it was built. They gave it the name Dar Nur, which means House of Light. The name is certainly appropriate given the natural lighting. Every room was purposefully created to face the sea, so no matter where you are in the house, the sea is probably calling your name to come take a dip. For this family, this may not be a good thing. The royal family's total fortune is unknown to us in large part. According to estimates from Forbes, the royal family of Qatar and Kuwait together spend about $250 million yearly on fine art. So why do they do it? Along with enhancing culture, constructing museums, and constructing their enormous yacht, they also collect art since they are aware of its strength as an investment in a store of wealth. Even Morgan Stanley acknowledged the importance of their ability to diversify portfolios. Additionally, they spent an estimated $1 billion on modern art, overall outpacing the S&P 500 by an astonishing 131% during the past 25 years. Currently, the significant investment made by the Qatari royal family may be paying off since art is up 17% this year, mostly due to its resilience. This translates to an additional $170 million or more for the royal family. Such impressive figures are the reason I'm enthusiastic about what masterpieces are achieving. So that was just too refined for me. Let's face it, you came here looking for juicy information about wild parties and expensive automobiles the royal family of Kuwait owns. Well, we have a general idea of the types of parties they enjoy, but I have no idea what expensive automobiles they drive. What do you have to say about a tale involving piracy, revelry, and perhaps a global cover-up? That's much better. Now, reportedly, 5 unidentified members of the Kuwaiti royal family attended a yacht party that ended in the worst way imaginable, putting them in an uncomfortable situation. They were having fun with 4 young British people who were either all young guys or all young ladies according to reports. They got off track because of their wild party and ended up in dangerous Iranian seas, where they were captured and held for ransom. The incidents are described differently in two distinct stories. According to one, the Iranian government seized the vessel, leaked the information, and kept it as a warning to anyone else who would try to sail their party boat across the wrong border. The other claim is that Iranian pirates seized the ship, which isn't at all unusual for that region. They supposedly have a reputation for stealing these luxury ships and disembarking the crew in true pirate fashion into a little fishing boat. I have no idea how much it would have cost to hire a massive luxury yacht for an extravagant party to pay a massive ransom in the event that your vessel was captured by pirates or a foreign power, or to cover up all of that. This one alone likely cost between $5 and $10 million. How much do international cover-ups cost these days? Does anyone have a ballpark figure? Well, the Kuwait royal family doesn't invest money in anything besides the most expensive residences or risky water sports. Alright guys, that wraps up our video for today. If you enjoyed watching, please give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more.